Peter, hey, congratulations for Food and Romance.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Did you see it with subtitles or dub?
I saw it with subtitles.
Oh, good, good, good.
I mean, I have to admit, I have never seen you in a Swedish production. This is my first time, so.
Yeah, yeah. I only did 3 movies over there. I did one action called Hamilton, and then I did this, and I did something called The Hunters. The Hunters, like 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago.
Wow. So what initially drew you to this project that you want to do a Swedish film?
Mainly Marie Richardson, the lead. We're from the same little area in northern Sweden, and she's from a bigger little town that I'm from. I'm from a little village. She was in the bigger town, but I got into the academy in Stockholm by accident, and I became an actor. And she got in a couple of years after me, but we both ended up at the National Theatre in Stockholm, very prestigious place. And of course, we had a bond because not only was she very, very pretty, but she was very, very talented too. But most of all, we were from the same region. The only two who ever made it from that region to the National Theatre in Stockholm. So that was the starting point, and we stayed friends. Even if I left Sweden, I never met anybody from there in the acting community. But I knew about her career, and I saw a couple of movies she did, but she called me and said she had been asked with this project, and she thought that I might be interested. And I said, "Oh, we're gonna be lovers by the age of 65?" Yeah. And she said, I think the formula is great. So read the outline and the script. And I talked to the director, and my part was great because I was, the only guy surrounded by women. 3 women surrounded me. And most of all, because Marie, and it was like a dream come true to actually do a movie with her. And if someone had told us like 30 years ago or 35 years ago when we were young at the theater that in 30, 35 years, you're going to do a movie about people in the mid-60s falling in love and you become lovers and you're going to have sex in the kitchen, we would have laughed. But mainly it was the whole formula was something that Hollywood would have dreamt of, to have a female writer and director, 3 females in the lead, 3 female producers. I was only like little cat surrounded by bigger cats. It was like a dream to be there because, I have an arc as well because it's a guy who have found love maybe in his profession, but never a human love. And he finds it by the age of 65. And I said, well, it rhymes very well with my perspective of life, on life, because I have a saying, it's never too late to start a rock band. And I'm the living proof, because if you have a dream, you have to nurture it. And I think there's only prejudice from the society and from yourself, hurdles that you put on yourself. So, but if you have something you want to do, if you want to write a book, you can do it when you're 75 or 80 if you want. If you're fortunate to live that long, but don't wait too long. You can't just push it ahead of the plow all the time, because one day we have to say goodbye too. So write it now or start the band now. You want to start a metal band? Do it. Because even if the neighbors, shakes their heads, it's your life. And if you want to give yourself nutrition, you have to listen to your inner voice. And we all have an inner voice, and we have to give that, room to lead us. And And the movie is kind of daring because it shows also a love story between people who are soon 70 years old. Do they have a sex life? Yes. Do they have passion? Yes. Does sexuality wane away? So if you're 60, the sexuality goes away? No, it stays with you forever. I think Arthur Rubinstein has in his autobiography about something, he became very old, I think, and he's like late 80s. He said, I'd taken my stroll around the park. I think he lived in Switzerland then, strolled around the park, and it was so different because I don't know what happened. I felt a lot of joy, and I was relieved. I saw the birds, and I came back home, and I thought, what the hell is going on with me? And he said, I've lost my sexuality. And I was so happy because he didn't stop and look at girls, I think, in the park. He saw birds for the first time and flowers. But it doesn't go away, you know, it's there, and we're human beings until we die. And with all the cravings as we had when we were young. And how do we fulfill all our cravings and passion, and the passion we had and the dreams we once had? Why did they go away? Why did they go away? Well, you caused them also to go away, and the society you live in, because of the hurdles and all the prejudice you're up against. But if you want to give your life a meaning, then follow your inner voice and your dreams and your passion. It's a simple little message, but I also think, you know, this is something a male Hollywood producer would be happy to have created. I put 3 girls in the leads, and I put a female director and a female writer, female producer. It's all females. We're so inclusive here, and this is what I did. And but it's a small Scandinavian movie, and but I think it has a message, and I hope some people will see it in this country. And hopefully it'll not be a remake with a lot of older women robbing a bank and shooting people up and crashing cars and stuff. but that's usually the case. You know, I don't think this is the first movie where you have 3 girls in the mid-60s fulfilling their dreams, and not 3 older guys from Hollywood that robs a bank and shooting people because they saw anger at society. We've seen that movie, and it's not very fun. It's boring, but here is a different take on life. It's more lighter. It's more, talks more to the spirit and the soul of a human being, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Peter, you answered everything all there.
I'm ranting.
No, you're good. You answered everything. I know I'm about out of time. There's a ton of people who want to speak to you. But before I leave, I know you still do music, and I want to catch you in California someday. You're going to be back soon.
Yeah. You see here, I'm on an iPad. Look at all my guitars there.
Wow.
And a bass. I learned to play bass really good. I'm so happy. At my age, I'm playing bass every day, and I'm getting better and better. And it's cheaper than going to a shrink. I feel so much better afterwards. It's so great. And I listen to some on YouTube how to play a song, and I copy it, and I conquer it, and I can do the song. It's great. It's not easy to do Hey Bulldog with the Beatles, Paul McCartney's bass, but I finally got it. And, you know, and that's a dream of mine, to play that bass. And that's what life is all about. Just do it. Where are you seated? Yeah.
I'm in California. I'm in California.
You are in California. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, well, I see you one of these days, Blonde from Fargo. My bass player is on a tour for 8 months now, but he's coming back in late January. So to do a record with Slash. And then after that, we pick up Blonde from Fargo again. We'll play some live music for you.
Most excellent. I will have to catch you. Thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're following your dreams.
Absolutely. You too, promise.
Thank you.